My name is Greg Reilly. I'm the head of solution delivery APAC. I've been with Openet now for 11 odd years. I've had a long career in Openet, starting off from lead engineer, going into product management, then going to technical director and solution delivery to my current position. I joined Openet sort of end of 2010. I joined as a lead engineer into the proof of concept team. I worked there for about 4 years in total. The proof of concept team was mainly focused on giving demonstrations inside the customer network of the product, because our product would generally take anywhere between 6 months to a year to deliver, and a lot of the times the customer wanted to see it to a demonstration standard before they're willing to proceed with a purchase. I was working in that team for about 2 years, and I was asked to do a 1-year relocation to Kuala Lumpur, and that was nearly 10 years ago. So I went to Kuala Lumpur for a year working in the POC team, and my boss came over and asked me what was my plans for performance improvement plans for the next year as a part of the review. And I told him I wanted to find a new job, to which he got slightly taken aback, but I quickly said, no, I'm very happy in Openet. It's just I've been a developer now for nearly 10 years and I want to take on a new challenge, which after his initial shock, I have to say he was brilliant. He went and canvassed around to see what was around available, where would be a good path for me, and he said, there's different directions you can take, and in the end I got the opportunity to move into product management, which I did about a year later. So I moved in then to product management, and I did that for a number of years, thoroughly enjoyed it, and then I got the opportunity to move over into the solution delivery, at first as a technical director, and then about 2 years ago I got promoted to the head of the region. So it's been a diverse path, but a very enjoyable one. The solution delivery side of the house would not necessarily be seen as the absolute geeks of the software world. They tend to be more on the engineering side of the house. Now, we have fantastic developers as well too, but it's just as important on the solution delivery side of the house to have, you mentioned the soft skills, to be able to talk to the customer, to build relationships with them, that type of thing is very, very important, because you go through very long processes of developing and drops to the customer site, and you'll have ups and you'll have downs, and it's very important to be able to use the relationship that you have to manage those hurdles within inside of a project. From a technical skills, just listing out the attributes, you're looking at the normal Java, high performance, low latency system experience, that type of thing, deploying into systems that are all real time, can deal with massive transactions at the same time. Like one of our largest systems over here is dealing with over 200,000 transactions a second. So that's the sort of a skill set that we're doing from a technical. From a sort of a then soft skills, the biggest thing I always look for though is attitude, because this is a very niche market, and you're never going to find someone who ticks all the check boxes of a candidate that you want. Someone might have some telco background, and someone might have some Java background, but they're not going to have Kubernetes, they're not going to have Rancher, they're not going to have a load of stuff that are all really important, but you learn that over time as long as you have the right attitude. So from a trait like that, attitude for me is by far the most important. Well, I suppose from a company's perspective, we've been on a major growth path over the last couple of years. And the reason for that major growth is because we invested heavily during what would have been one of the leaner periods within telco, because telco works very cyclically. There's highs, lows. It's a very periodic industry. And when we were in the low, we were investing for the high, which was to be ready for the 5G, be ready for the transformation, because the movement to 5G within inside of our space is, I would say, it's probably the largest change that's ever happened in our industry, because everything has completely been redesigned and completely been rewritten. we invested in that early. We changed our architecture early and the whole lot, which gave us a really good industry head start against a lot of our competitors. And I would say we're still well ahead of them in that space. Now, with that then comes invariably, if you've done it right, the success comes, and the success has been coming over the last 18 months, where we've been winning a lot of really, really big deals globally, like the biggest deals globally. That means that as a company, we're growing, we're hiring, we're expanding, and at a rate that keeps me up at night. I can't fit the interviews in. I literally have so many recs I'd love to fill if I could get quality candidates in and stuff like that. And as an individual, for people that are already in Openet and people that join, when you've got expansion and growth like that, there is automatically going to be opportunities coming left, right, and center. Whether you just get opportunities of expanding your experience in your current career, or whether your opportunities are to bridge out into other areas in the company, because when you're expanding like that, gaps appear and people are needed to fill those gaps. And that can be going horizontal in the company, it can be going up in the company, it can be going completely different areas of the company. So that's why both as a company, as an individual, it's a very exciting time. Well, first of all, apply and let's have the chat. We're very open about what the life is like. The life has actually changed an awful lot. It had been an awful lot more getting on planes and traveling to customer sites and that type of thing. Now it's an awful lot more remote. It's very involved in going through a journey with the customer to achieve something, and it's very fulfilling from that. Now, it can be demanding sometimes when you're getting towards project deadlines and things like that. From time to time you can be asked to put in an extra stint to get us just that push over the line, but it's also very rewarding. I miss the travel part. It's great to go and meet the customers. It's great to go and experience different countries and cultures and food and all that sort of jazz. And I do think that will come back in the future. But in the interim, it's mostly about understanding what the customer wants, working as hard as you can to achieve what it is, and working as a part of a team, then internally as a communicator among the departments to get what you need from other departments over the line.